Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been 2 weeks since I put a video up and I sincerely apologize, but I have been like so busy with a bunch of stuff, and I mean like a bunch of stuff that like I couldn't even think about doing a video. All right, I couldn't even think about like what I was doing, what I was eating, sleeping, nothing, because it's like, all right, my sister is in the 8th grade play, and of course they need parents to volunteer all the time, so I'm just like, yeah, like I'll volunteer to do makeup and I'll volunteer to make food for your cast party. And then I had to volunteer for the formal, so I was like running around for all that stuff, and like I was working and then I was like working out and everything, and it was just like an everyday thing. And it's like, oh my god, all the days just like meshed together. And then before I knew it, 2 weeks had passed and I still hadn't put up a video. So I was like, sheesh, I gotta do a video like today, so that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, for the most part, past 2 weeks have just been a bunch of nonsense, bunch of craziness, okay? Super craziness. And oh yeah, for like those that also don't know, I accidentally turned my hair like a dark green. It's literally the same color as my sweater. And story time, I went to Sally's because I was like, oh, I'm kind of getting sick of the blue, just because it started fading out to the original sky blue that I had. And I walked in there, I went over to like the Ion Brilliance color dye section, and they had like the dark brown that I wanted. So I was like, ooh, I'm just gonna grab one of these. And it's like, you know, my dumbass, I don't even look at anything, so I just grabbed the one from there. I go up to the Sally's lady and I pay for it, and she's just like, oh, they're buy one get one half, do you want to get another one? And I'm just like, no, because, you know, I am only gonna get one because I only need one. And she was like, yeah, okay. So I paid for it, and then I went home and I started coloring my hair, only to kind of realize that it was coming out borderline like a sand color, like a beach sand color. And I'm like, why is it coming out of the tube like this? This is supposed to be dark brown. Why is this coming out like the color of mustard? Like this isn't right. So I looked at the box, and it turned out I had gotten like this sort of honey medium beige color, and I was like, oh my god, like some dum-dum must have put the honey beige color in the place of the dark brown, and my dum-dum self didn't even look, and I just picked it up, checked out with it, went home, started coloring my hair, and this is the end result. For some reason, that light blue and that honey brown turned it like this greenish color, which I've just been rocking just because I've been lazy to go back to Sally's to get the correct color. And I don't know, I kind of like low-key really like it. I've been in a very greenish mood lately, hence why I've been wearing this sweater that I stole from my roommate. But either way, I decided to keep it just because it looked pretty cool. And it was like, so it sucks because I didn't want to do a video on it just because I figured like, oh, dyeing your hair like dark is like, it's kind of stupid, like, you know, who wants to see that, you know? But like I wish I kind of like recorded it just because the color that it came out was really cool. All right, so anyway, getting off of that topic, today's videos, fiasco, whatever festivities, I'm actually going to be trying on wigs that I got from Trendy Wigs. And this is a request from one of my beautiful, amazing subscribers. And her name is Danielle. And she commented on one of my Instagram pictures to do a review. So that is what I'm going to do today. I have a total of 6 wigs, but I'm only going to show you how I cut and put on my head. Like I'm only going to show you like one of them, and then I'm going to kind of speed through and show you what the rest of them looks like. And I'm also going to show you what it looks like when I wear a hat with it, when I wear a beanie with it, versus when I wear it plain, where I put my hair, all that good jazz. Now, I'm a beginner at this. I haven't been wearing wigs for very long. I've actually only been wearing wigs for like maybe 2 months or so. But I've been kind of finding a pretty good groove of how I like to manage them, put them on my head, things like that. I've been watching a lot of other YouTube videos and getting ideas of what they do. But for the most part, I am in love with Trendy Wigs. Their wigs are synthetic, lace front, and they're so beautiful. They're so easy to manage. And, you know, they come in like these box with 2 wig caps 8 bobby pins and a brush, which I think is really nice. So yeah, I got mine on sale for like 40% off or something like that. So I think ultimately I paid like less than $60 for each wig. So that's like pretty nice. But look at it. This one is called Unicorn and I'm just like in love with it. All right. So, oh my god, I have none of my materials. As usual, I'm always starting a video without having my stuff. So I will be right back. Okay, so basically I guess all I needed was my scissors. So I have my scissors and I'm going to be showing you how I cut the front of the wig and how I put it on. So for the most part, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you how I cut along it. Now, I don't know if you can kind of see. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, this is pretty good. Where the edge of the hair begins versus like the front. I cut along the entire thing. Like I cut right up to where it's supposed to kind of like meet with your hairline. Just because I've seen other YouTube videos on women who did the same thing. So I'm just gonna like kind of like cut along it, like right at the edge. All right. And I'm gonna show you after I'm done. Oh my god, this is awful. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to look at this. I wish I could show you guys while I cut it, but I can't. So basically just cut along the edge right where the hair is. Be careful and take your time. All right, try not to cut yourself. Try not to cut the hair, otherwise it's just gonna look uneven and really funky. You don't want that. All right, and yeah, hold on. For some reason I can't seem to multitask right now, so I'm gonna cut this and then I will resume talking to you guys. What the hell? Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay, cool. So that's all cut. And basically that's what it's gonna look like. You're not gonna have any of the lace up front. It's just gonna be like, the line is gonna be exactly where it meets. Now when you look inside, they have like these little pins to kind of secure it. This goes on top of your head. This goes on the side. And they have these little clips and it sort of like hooks onto the back of your head. Now I usually go from one, I go into the second one just because that's about like the size of my head. But it's basically, you know, if you do have a small head, you can give yourself some extra sort of like security by hooking it all the way in if you have to like make it shorter. You get what I mean? Okay, so I did that. It's all hooked. It's all ready to go. All I have to do right now is put on my wig cap thing. Now, you can order a bunch of these on Amazon or even like get it from a beauty supply store from what I understand. But I'm going to show you guys how I do this. So basically, I take my little bobbed hair and I tie it up here like that. Just like that, okay? Like a Malisaurus. And I kind of like put this all the way over. And then you just want to make sure you get all the hair like out, okay, like up. Now you're going to find where your little kind of band is, and then you're just going to bring it up, okay? Sort of like that. And you just want to make sure that you get all the little baby hairs and stuff. Line it kind of like along, make sure it sits firmly against your head. Tuck the hairs in the back in if you have to and pull it down a little bit so it sits like, so it sits kind of like right there on your neck. And I apologize if I sound a little grimy. I'm kind of getting over a sickness, which is another thing that happened to me in the past 2 weeks, is just this sickness, okay, on top of like my lady time. God, just couldn't function. I've just been so sick. I've been taking like baths and drinking tea and whatnot, and it's just awful, all right? It is really, really, it's just really awful. All right, well, anyway, so, yeah. Now, what you want to do is you want to take the hair, all right, and just kind of like stretch that up. And then just kind of like lay it flat, you know, like towards the back. Like I push it down. I try to disperse the hair evenly among everywhere if I can. Lay it flat like so. And then bam, that's kind of like what you're left with, okay? Is like just sort of like nice and neat. If you have long hair, I'm pretty sure, I've seen a lot of like video tutorials where girls actually braid their hair and then bobby pin it in the back so it sits really, really firmly. But I don't have long hair right now, so I don't have to do that. But I mean, if you have long hair, I would definitely look into it. There are a lot of informational videos on how to do this, okay? Now, when I put this wig on, I usually go front to back. So I'll just kind of like dip my head into it like an ice cream cone being dipped into chocolate. Wabam. All right, and you just kind of have to like fix it. So I showed you guys the pins up top. You're just going to want to like find that and push it into your hair to secure it. You're going to want to find the ones on the side and secure that as well. Just push it right into the wig cap, into your hair. All right, grab the back, pull it down to your neck so it sits firmly and comfortably. Well, bam. And then you're just gonna want to kind of guide the front of your wig so it sits comfortably on your forehead here a little bit, okay? Now these wigs did come with a brush, so actually let me get that out because I gotta brush this bad boy. Alright, so these did come with a wig brush, so you're just gonna want to kind of like brush it into place, kind of let it sit firmly like that. And like, you know, a lot of these wigs can be customized. You can, you know, cut them if you want to. You can style them. I've seen a lot of people, you know, curl them, straighten them out, whatever it is that you want to do with it, you know, like it's pretty much like creative license. So this is basically the wig. Now I've noticed that some of these wigs, when they do come in, sit a lot nicer than the rest of them, you know. So like this one I feel like it's just kind of like a little bigger, but like I have like a black and a maroon wig that sits really flat and nice on it, against my head anyway. So most of the time, if I'm not like feeling the way it looks, I'll either throw a hat over it, like, oh, actually I have to stretch this out a little bit, but you know, you could sort of like wear a hat over it if you're not comfortable with the way it looks, sort of like that, you know. Or my personal favorite, star baby on top. Okay, like I said, I'm not very skilled at doing lace front weaves. I'm a beginner, just like most of y'all are, but I am very, very eager and keen on learning a lot of neat tricks, how to make it look a lot better, things like that, you know what I mean? So for the most part, I do love the way a lot of these wigs look with beanies, which is kind of nice because it's like I wear beanies a lot anyway. So for me, I don't really have to worry about it like flying off and ow. I don't have to worry about it flying off in the wind or anything, you know what I mean? So I do like the way they look so much, like so, okay? So yeah, that one is unicorn. And like I said, I got all these wigs off of Trendy Wigs, by which I will definitely put that in the link below. But like I said, this one is the unicorn. I'm pretty sure they still have this one on there too. So I mean, if you guys have any like really cool tricks, any wig or like, you know, whatever lace front tips that you would like to bestow upon your girl, definitely hit up my comments, and you know, we can all have a discussion on like maybe a bunch of different tips and tricks that you guys use and things like that. But for the most part, the only real thing that I have to help me is using a hat, you know, wig caps. I am going to be investing something called Got to Be Glued. It's like this sort of glue that you use to kind of like have it sit against like your forehead and stuff. I saw a couple videos like that, so I'm definitely going to be looking into that. But for the most part, yeah, that's like all I really know how to do with like these wigs, but they're definitely a lot of fun to take pictures in. I definitely do have a lot of fun when I go out to a restaurant, or if I go to like a play or something like that. I'll just kind of like get dazzled up and stuff. I'll actually link my Instagram down below. If you guys go to my page, you can see that I wear a bunch of like wigs and stuff just for like creative shoots and like when I go out to different places, so you can kind of see how I style and how I wear a lot of that. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for like my wig review on that. I'm going to show you what the rest of the wigs look like, and I will have them detailed down below as to what they're called, where to find them, and all that snazzy jazzy stuff. Okay, so I'm sorry this video was late. I love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, here are the rest of my, wait, I have 1, 2, 3. Here are the rest of the 5 wigs. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit and show you guys all what they look like. Mwah, love you.